All right, this is the big one. Okay, so you have a research project that you will be turning in. Yes, you will. And your research project essay is, is pretty much the thing that you're going to be turning in at the end of the semester. But this is going to be on something that you want to go into more detail about. This is another one where we are going to be spending week 9, where you are going to set up a time to talk with me and present what you want to discuss. So basically, we have your research proposal. And your research proposal is simply going to be the topic, uh, a little bit about why you want to look at this topic, and maybe what you think you're going to explore in more detail, and then 3 possible resources. Um, the so that's the first thing that's due. But this is something that you want to do a research project on. This is something that you want to go into in more detail. So, again, the research project is anything that has to do with the soundtrack in film, television, or video games. This allows you to explore these key areas of how speech is used, how the music is used, how sound effects is used. And but this is a way for you to focus more intensely onto a certain topic, a certain film, a certain composer, that sort of thing. So some general areas that you might want to explore: the sound design of a specific film or a group of films by one director. Explore the job of a sound mixer or a sound editor or sound or music supervisor. The historical evolution of video games and the sound of video games. Analyze the sound in a specific genre of film. So you can look at the sound of science fiction, war, screwball comedies, that sort of thing. Explore the works of a composer. Analyze the soundtrack of film, television show, video games from a specific era. I mean, the topic is pretty broad, but it's going to be something that you are interested in. So, if you're want to look at how Quentin Tarantino uses sound in his films, there's a lot of literature out there on that. And that is definitely one of those things that is a good topic. Uh, so that's a good example of that. But the idea of this is to try to think of something that you can write an 8 to 15 page uh, research paper on, going into more detail about some aspect of the soundtrack. So the first thing that you need to do is, well, besides read all the instructions, the first thing is getting your topic together and your topic proposal. Uh, then you're going to schedule a time to discuss that with me in week 9. And so week 9 is all going to be about our meeting, and then you'll be submitting your proposal by the end of that week. So it looks like Halloween is the day that the proposal is technically due. The research paper is due by the end of the day, December 12th. So that's the last official class meeting, or that's when classes officially end. And you have two areas that you're going to be submitting. You have your actual essay, and then you have your research project bibliography. And your research bibliography should be turned in earlier than your actual essay. So this is actually due week 13. So November 28th is when your bibliography is due. You need to have at least 10 sources. Now, you can have way more than this. I don't even want to tell you. I mean, yeah, okay, so this is my dissertation. How exciting. I don't even want to tell you how many sources I have in this. I can tell you it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages of bibliography. Yeah, you're not gonna have that much, but this is one of those things where you want to try to use, oh my gosh, some scholarly sources. I know, heaven forbid that you do such a thing. So, oh my gosh, there's these things called books. I know, what are those? That have things about this, and yeah, there are journal articles as well, and yes, I do know about all the ones that are, you know, like the ones that are on Wes Anderson. I know many of the ones that are on Quentin Tarantino. And again, there's a wide variety of them out there. And some of them, yes, you can find digitally, but I would definitely utilize the library and try to find some sources that are from journals or, you know, not just things that are from, I mean, yes, you can use something from Entertainment Weekly, but that shouldn't all be from Entertainment Weekly. In terms of, there are some scholarly essays that you can use. So if it's something that was put together by Mubi, or something that was put together, gosh, I'm totally flaking on some of the scholarly video essays, things that were put together, say like by PBS or something like that. You know, those are totally acceptable. But it's one of those things where I definitely want you to be able to go into further detail on some of these things. So there, yeah, hopefully we have access to the Music and Moving Image journal. That is a really good resource for a lot of these things, and it should cover all of these topics. But again, there's a lot of things that you can find out there. Of course, yes, you have films that you can access, but the thing is that I want more than, you know, say film reviews. I definitely want you to try to look a little bit deeper. So the bibliography is due the 28th, minimum of 10 sources. It definitely can be longer. And you want to incorporate these sources in your writing. Please make sure that the work is your own. So if you're citing or using information that you've gotten from your research, make sure that you properly cite within your document. And even though I'm an MLA girl, if you're used to APA, you can use APA. You just need to be consistent throughout. So whichever writing style you use, MLA or APA, please be consistent. You should be able to find out more about that through the GSU library and website. And if you need a link for proper MLA, just let me know. Or APA. But again, these are writing styles that you should be writing in one or the other already. So yes. So in terms of the proposal meeting and sign up, again, that's going to be during week 9. So anywhere between the 25th and the 29th of October. I already have the sign up listed, a few slots are already taken up. So the research project is definitely, 3 parts: proposal, bibliography, essay. Please make sure that you pay attention to these due dates. But the big thing is the proposal. So this should be a lot of fun. This should be something that you want to explore in more detail. If you are interested in, say, how hip hop is represented in television, that could be something that you totally want to do, and you pick out a couple television shows that explore the how hip hop music is used, whether it's through performance or through the use of songs on the soundtrack, that sort of thing. I mean, again, this is just something that you want to do. So please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck on your research project.